Hello. I just wanted to show you my new sleep screen that I installed and absolutely love. One of my favorite affirmations that I use. Okay, so just to access, you just press the button up here. And today we are going to be looking at beta update 3.6. So when you go into menu, settings, and then you go into the software version, this is 3.6.1.1894, and they always give lovely release notes, which is great. So I'm just going to go through it for those of you in this space, newbie space. Release 3.6, we've introduced new ways to get to know your paper tablet with tips for discovering the tools at your own pace. That's this one. Thanks to some system improvements, exporting files and editing text is smoother. That's this one. And in a recent release, we also improved the many ways you can sort your content in files. So you know you can scroll up easily this way now. Other improvements here. So I've done a summary version. For those of you who've been here before, you will know that you've got to go back one. You can actually get out of even that by the gesture up the top. All right, so let's go into 3.6. Okay, so basically, you've got a helping hand, you've got export and sharing, and there's some other improvements which we will talk about. So let's get into the first one, a helping hand. So so when you do the document draw, it doesn't actually pick up for you the release notes, okay? So just so you know that, and have you noticed, look at that, see how that's grayed out? They never used to do that, so that's obviously another improvement, but just tap in, hop out of it, and then we do need to go the long way. Menu, settings, software, and then here we go to the release notes. So let's have a read of what it says, and then I can show you. Whenever you want to get up to speed with new features or refine your skills, you'll find a library called Guides in the main here. You can read on tooltips, get an overview of touch gestures, or search for inspiration and find links to more resources. So if we go back out, when you're in, let's go back. When you're in your main screen, this is your main screen, home screen. When you go to menu, this is the new edition that came out in the beta version as what Guides. Okay. So there's tutorials, there's tooltips, there's an explanation now of touch gestures, and you can also scan if you grab your phone and you use your camera. I don't know if you know how QR codes work, but whenever you use your camera over a QR code, it comes up with these little 4 brackets around it, the yellow ones. And if you tap on it, hello, do I have to be in photo? I'm in photo, video. Doesn't work in video, just so you know, I worked that out myself. There, when you tap on it and it sort of understands that it grabs it, it will then offer you to go to an exact page on the internet. Well, let's find it. Let's get it again. Come on. And you can tap on that and it will take you to an exact page on the internet. This is, they're calling this their inspiration hub. I think that's what yes, this is the inspiration hub, as you can see, and it will go straight there. So that's the camera and the QR code. Let me just hop out of that. Go back to there because I need that in a minute. So getting started, there's this whole section you can go through and get that tutorial. Let's go back in there to guides, the features and functionality, the tooltips. When you open it, when you open a document now, you will actually have, you see these black dots next to each one. That is showing you that there's a tooltip owing to you. So when you tap on the pencil case, you will see this here, express yourself with the marker and fine-tune pen strokes with thickness and color. These settings are stored in the notebook. That is, they never used to do that. But now every notebook you open, it will remember the last settings that you had, which is really cool. So intelligent. So let's just do one more. Let's go this one. Selection tool. Circle your content to rotate, move, scale, cut, or copy it. Tap to paste. Oh, I'm going to do another video to show you how to mirror. Woohoo! It's very exciting how to mirror. So good. So you can see there's a dot. And once you've used that tooltip, there's no more dot anymore. Let's close that. Let's go back here. Eraser. This is another little pencil case they've got here. And you can see that that's what happens. So it's like a switch that you switch on. Let's hop out of that. Notice I take my pen away because there's an attraction and it interferes with your gestures sometimes. So just giving you the heads up. And this is great. This is a sheet of touch gestures. I've actually done a video if you would like more information or don't understand any of them, because some of them aren't quite as explanatory as others. Then please go to my gestures. And I even leave in down the bottom here. Sometimes it's hard to get the tapping correct, the 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger. And I show you actually how difficult it was for me at different times. Like, you know, you have to learn your Remarkable. You have to learn how much pressure to do on the screen to get it to do what you want. Tissue paper is the best example I could give you of using your screen, because when I first started using it, I'm trying to get the thing to do and it's not doing anything. So more pressure will not work. I'm just telling you that. So that is the guides. Okay. That's the guides section. Let's go back here to settings, software, release notes. So that is the helping hand that's come out and it's very good. All right, let's just go down to the last two. Export and sharing. We've fixed bugs affecting exporting PNG and SVG formats so you can mix handwriting and typed text, okay, without the document cropping to only the handwritten annotations. When sharing type notes from your Remarkable as an email, added messages now appear on a separate line. So what I did was, if I can just come out of this, go back, out. We should be in updates. I could just go to the document drawer, but anyway, okay. Let me just, so we're on export and sharing. So when exporting PNGs, you can export handwriting and typed text. So let's have a look at that first of all. Let's just get the document drawer. Which one did it was this one, I think. Oh, don't worry, I was playing around last night. Excuse me. Okay. Isn't this lovely icon? I'm going off track, but I did this on my app. I have the Connect subscription, which allows you to edit inside of your phone app, right? And I put that icon in there and I was so surprised to see it show up in my notes here on my Remarkable. So that was pretty cool. All right, so if I was writing, this is typed text, obviously, and if I'm writing now, and this, we're going to go thick, just to make sure you guys can see it. Lovely world. Right, so what it's saying in here, let's just go to the document drawer. Let's pull up the summary again. It's saying when you're exporting your PNGs, remember that all your files in here are PNGs, or your notebooks, remember, and you can export them in 3 different ways. You can export handwriting and typed text. Now, you couldn't do that before. Okay, so back to the document drawer. Come on, back to there. Let us export this. So how do we do that? Let us go here. You can send by email here. The tooltips are still coming up, right? Because we turned them on. Find send by email. Find ways to present your work, compose emails, and make your handwriting digital. Because that's what's going to happen now. This handwriting is going to become digital. So if we were to tick send by email, we're just on page 1. Can you see that? You can send all your pages or just one page, and there are a few different ways to do it. One of the ways is from the page we were just in. You can add your email, right? And now you can write a message. That's what they're saying. Blah, 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 blah. Right. And you can obviously send in different formats. So I tested them all out with the handwriting and, type notes as well as handwriting. I've got my window open. It was a sunny day. It's now looking like a wintry day. We are in winter, coming out of winter here in Perth, Australia, and the cool breeze is beautiful. Sometimes you'll hear cars going past because I do like to open the window. Anyway, I digress. So when we go PDF, we've got the email address, we've got some text on a message. We know that it's the right page. We click send, right? You know what? Do I have my email set up on this phone? Because I have a few different, of course. Let me hold one moment. I'll be back. Okay, so I've logged into my email and here it is, okay. Document from My Remarkable. New selection handles. Is that what I called it? It must have been. I was looking at, yes, yeah. I was looking at one of the functionalities in the app was new selection handles. Anyway, you can see there's my message to myself. You cannot reply to this email. It's sent from your Remarkable tablet. And here it is. We sent it as a PDF. Oops, what am I doing? We sent it as a PDF. So now you can see you've got typed text and handwriting, and that's digital handwriting now. You could even use this to do your signature, to create your electronic signature, not with typing on it, but just do it. Then you could mail it to yourself as a PNG, SVG, or a PDF, cut it out, store it somewhere very secure, and then you've got a digital signature. So this is lovely that it can do that. But I wanted to show you the other ways, right? So we just sent a PDF. Let us go from the grid view. We want to send this page. So I'm just showing you a different way to send the page, okay? We're going to go send up here. Now I'm going to use the same thing. I'm going to add a message just to show you. Save that. We are sending page one, but now I want to send a PNG. I'll show you the PNG. We've got the email address. We've got that. We're going to press send. And then we're going to email sent. Now, on mine, it normally comes up with a second thread. There it is. Did you see that? There it is. So the second email has just come through. There's our message. Now, this is what it sent us. It sent us this image because a PNG file is an image. So now you can see that's an image, and you do use them differently in your computer. Now, let's do one more. We're going to press and hold, the long press. We're going to send it again. We're going to add it to the same email. We won't worry about a message this time. We're going to use an SVG file. Actually, I actually did 4 ways before, so let's have a look. Wait for it to come through. It'll say email sent down here, and then we're waiting through here with no message this time. There it is. So here it's come through. See, the file type says SVG. Now, it won't let me open it because I don't have a program like Adobe or Photoshop on here. So you can see unsupported file type. It's not going to let me open that. Now, we'll do one more. We'll press and hold, long press. Oops, or not. Let us just go this way instead. Sorry, it's that one. Send by email. Again, use that email address. We won't worry about a message. It's page 1. We're going to do text in email. So watch this. Send. All right, so it's sending that to us now. Email sent. It'll take 1, 2. Oh, it's already arrived. Now look at that. You see that? Now if I click on those 3 dots, let me put the pen away. There is no handwriting because we sent it, send by email, we sent as text in an email, and what it sends is text. See, that was the little icon, very cute. Important to know you haven't done anything wrong. You're sending text in an email, that's it. So they're your 4 choices here, okay? And I don't really have colour, do I? Let's do Greyscale pens. Get that right, Martine. Let me, I'm interested to see, let's go pink. And let's see what happens. Send by email. We're going to go PDF. Send. Let's see if we get pink. And then I want to look at, it should be 1, 2, here it is already. Let's have a look. It's a PDF, so I can open it. And it's pink. Now, what I want to do, send by email. That one, I want to tick Greyscale pens. Press send. Email sent. Let's see, here it is. It's a PDF, right? And it's Greyscale. So that's interesting. When you don't want color from your document, I haven't done that before, but so if you don't want color from here, use the Greyscale. And so that's basically all your options when you're sending by email, sorry. Let's go to the document drawer. Document drawer, come on. Here we are. And when exporting PNGs, you can export handwriting and type text. So we digressed a little, but you can see how you can do both. Added messages when emailing type notes. I've showed you how to do that too. You can, up here, we did messages. You can add messages when emailing typed notes. So the message is in the email, the typed notes is in the document that you transfer. Great. So then the last one is other improvements. So more precise sorting in my files with ascending and descending order. This has been around for a minute, but they've obviously just put it on the, let me just hop out of that for a second, put that over there. They've just notated it in the release notes, right? So let us go out completely. So that's out here. Maybe if I go to my files, oh, there's a few more files, not that many more files. All right, I'll just show you this. The sorting now, can you see that little arrow over there? There's an up arrow and there'll be a down arrow shortly. I'll show you. Now, I like to sort A to Z, but if I wanted to sort Z to A, you can see that this one, let's get rid of that, starts with N, J, H, D, and numbers are always first. So in this sort, they're last. Let's just go through them. If I do last modified was, this is the most recent, down to this one is the oldest. And then if I tap it again, you'll see the arrow change to the oldest, and to the most recent. All right, last opened, that was opened the longest. Let's tap it again. This was opened the most recent. File size, again, I think you get the idea. Tap it again, it reverses the order. Page count, tap it again, it reverses the order. Now, if you want to see file size and information like that, there is a different view that you can look at. And all of these views, last modified, they all apply, but in a list format with your folders at the top, all right? Tells you how many items are in each one, which you don't get. Let me change it to the grid view. See up here? You don't see how many items are in each one. So if you want to have that much information, if you need that information, then you can change to list view. You still get a little icon here, and you get actually the file size as well, as more information about each document. So that might be something that you love. So you can always go to that. That's not in the release update. I just thought I would share that. But yeah, so better file selection is what they're talking about, so that you can have more control over how that's set up for you. All right, document drawer. Click on, notice we weren't in a document, we still accessed the document drawer. So there's more precise sorting in my files, and you can do the up and ascending and descending order. And then there's new selection handles in the mobile app to select and edit text, which is why I had this out here. So let's go remarkable. So here's the app, right? This is why I created this document. New selection handles to select and edit text. So here, if I'm going to go back into some typing, it'll always bring up the keyboard, right? And these are, I might as well just show you, these are the options along here. There, that is a heading format, that is a subheading, that is text. And so they're the 3 options you get, plus a bullet point. You can bold and italicize text, and then there's redo, undo, and redo. And then you can put your keyboard away. You can't type on, you can't draw, sorry. You can type, you can't draw. So when you do that, you can, these are new. These selection handles are new. Let us go to something with more text, more. So I did this typing just to show you this actually. So when you highlight love, then all of these are new selection handles, okay? And then you can drag it like you can, and I'm guessing on an Android, similar, dragging and highlighting. And then you can cut, copy, paste, or select all, copy, then you could return, paste, and it's going to shove your writing further down. But for those interested in an SVG file, what it is Adobe Illustrator, the sort of apps that use it, Adobe Photoshop, InDesign, and Adobe Animate. It is, and the SVG files are image, Photoshop, I beg your pardon. So graphics is the word I'm looking for. SVG files are graphics files. So that was just a sort of a bonus piece of information. So there you have it. That is the update for 3.6. Let me just take you, let me know. Let me go back out. Let's go in here. There. Settings, software, and release notes. So that's a helping hand, export and sharing, and other improvements. Thanks, Remarkable. Good job. Any love on the channel, guys, is always appreciated. It's good to get the word out there and help others. Thanks so much. I will see you in the next video. Woohoo! Let me show you my beautiful screen. Bye.